Hey everybody, so just wanted to talk a little bit about a couple of things. One thing, obviously, it's the title of this live, and it's that women need silence. We don't need noise. The reason for that is because women are very expressive already. We have so many thoughts going on in our minds, we have so many feelings going on in our hearts, we have so much going on. We're a roller coaster, and there's nothing wrong with that, because honestly I feel like we're naturally like that. And I mean, yeah, you have women that are more introverted and quiet, but inside our minds and our hearts, a lot of us are very emotional. And it's kind of rare that I meet a woman who is just internally quiet. And what we need to practice is internal silence, I feel like, because oftentimes we let our internal noise kind of take us on a roller coaster, like a ride. And so we say one thing, then we do another thing, and then we say that we feel this way, and then we change the way we feel, or our feelings change. And it's almost like our feelings dictate, us. And we can't do that, because that's a roller coaster. This is why I feel like a lot of women have trouble with relationships. I feel like a lot of women, they have so much going on internally, and they think that they can find peace in a partner. And when that partner doesn't offer them peace, they just end that relationship, then they jump to another partner and another partner expecting peace. When peace is, as we've seen in the personal growth movement and the meditation movements, over the years, it's like peace is not a person. And peace is, can be found in meditation and prayer, and just believing. Sorry, my baby was coughing a little bit. I think he's just adjusting his milk. But meditation and prayer can just be a door to really silencing the noise, because because we need it. I look at the world today. I look at popular culture. I look at just politics. I look at the news. I look at social media, and it's full of noise. A lot of us praise and honestly worship celebrities. We worship social media influencers. We worship who they are and their way of life, and we're constantly just scrolling and idolizing these influencers, these social media personas. And we're constantly hearing and seeing this, and we think that this is the next thing to apply to our life. It's the next thing, and it's the next thing, and it's the next thing. And it's that is so much noise going on within a day. Just imagine, every single day you're scrolling and you're looking at different people and things, and you're always sorry, my son was okay, I think he's okay. You're always just getting kind of drowned in all of that. And it's kind of I have one of my personal training clients, and we've just finished her week 1 on her nutrition, and essentially her nutrition plan. She's more so just focusing on that, even though it is a 6-week workout plan. But she's not really ready to hop onto the workout plan yet. And that's fine, because for me, it's I feel like nutrition is obviously 80% of the 80% of the work. So we've been, focusing on a nutrition plan. And so we just finished her week 1. Tomorrow she's checking in. And one of the things she asked me is, can I get a week 2 nutrition plan? And, I could, there's I don't want to go too much into I guess, and I can't even really explain, the science behind it, right? Because I'm just not into that. But what I do know is that, especially with the way my package is, it's like it's a set nutrition plan, or set recommended nutrition plan, right? And then it's a 6-week workout plan. Hold on, sorry. My son is like calling. Okay, we're fine. So it's a set nutrition plan, so recommended set nutrition plan, and it's a 6-meal, depending, but it's typically a 6-meal plan, 6-meal recommended nutrition plan. And so that does not vary. It can vary little bits in certain foods, right? And switching out certain maybe proteins, but like always keeping each meal relatively the same as far as the timing of the meal, as far as the types of foods that are in the meal, even though you can switch out certain proteins and things like that, but like in essence they should stay the same. And the reason for that, and even though she asked for a week 2 plan for nutrition, I said, I told her, I said, I explained to her my package again. I was like, the package is a set meal plan, recommended meal plan, and a 6-week workout plan. And the reason for that is because nutritionally, we don't want to alter, we don't want to drastically alter what she's intaking. Because if we drastically alter what she's intaking, it's going to impact her hormones and her digestive system. And if that happens, then her check-ins could be drastically altered. Her body composition, her how she feels, whether she starts bloating more. And, this past week, she's been reporting that she feels amazing. Her energy levels, her allergies are going away. Certain things that she's been experiencing internally is clearing up. And then she's also lost weight. So because she's made so much great progress, why would I want to alter week 1? Why would I want to alter what she's intaking? So I had to explain to her, I said, I totally understand that you are looking to change the nutrition plan, because, and one of the things she said was that because she would I think like she just feels like she'll get bored of it. But I told her, I said, I know that I totally understand, and I know because we all feel that way when we get on a plan. But the reason we don't want to change it is because it could alter your body. You've already seen so much progress within 1 week. We want to keep that going. That's why we want to keep on with the plan, with the recommended nutrition plan. And it's like taking medicine, although it's not medical, right? It's kind of like where the doctor says you have to take this for 3 weeks straight, every 3 hours. You're not changing the medicine. And it's interesting. It doesn't work the same as a physical workout plan. And the reason is because your body, your body needs time to recover from certain workouts. Your body can plateau. Your body, so like those things. And yes, your body can plateau too on like a nutrition plan, but I feel like nutritionally and, what you're intaking through food is different. It impacts your body different. And that's a lot of, I think, just from reading a lot of my textbooks, from my nutritionist cert, and from just like my human anatomy classes in college. It's like something happens chemically within you with the foods. It's like chemistry, it's the chemistry of it. So anyway, I don't want to get too much into that, but it's the same as life. When like the what you intake is like 80% of the work that it takes to personally grow yourself and personally improve and to increase the peace and the happiness in your life, right? So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. And again, like, as a woman, it's important to flush out the noise and replace it with, honestly, silence. And even things that aren't noise to you. There are a lot of things that are noise, that is noise. And you have to, by evaluating what your values are, by evaluating who you are and who you need to be the person that you want to who you need to be to see the results that you want to see in your life. You need to flush out those things. So you need to flush out the noise. You need to stick to a pattern. You need to stick to a morning ritual or a ritual of some kind, whether it's morning or evening. You need to stick to a book. You need to stick to, daily writing in your journal and brain dumping. You need to stick to, a routine. And as a mom, I can say that it's hard. But in general, I still stick to the routine. Even if I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. and read at 5, if that doesn't happen that day, I'm going to play an audiobook while I'm doing the laundry, or while I'm washing dishes, or I'm playing with the baby, So when I'm driving somewhere, I'm listening to certain audio podcasts, educational content, this and that. So I'm always, striving for flushing out the noise and replacing it with what, the stuff that isn't noise and aren't distracting to me. And then to attain silence, that just comes with maybe like practicing 30 seconds, like to a minute to 5 minutes, and it's not really, I feel like silence is kind of like cardio, personally growing, right? It's like nobody likes to do cardio, but practicing silence, and that's especially when you go to the gym and not putting on headphones, practicing, and silence doesn't mean like pure silence too. You can be listening to nature. It's essentially that you're never really gonna have a silent life. There's always gonna be something in the background playing, right? Or especially with nature, it's like you're always gonna hear the wind. My son keeps coughing. You're always gonna hear the wind. You're always gonna hear the leaves rustle. Things like that. But it's like cardio. Nobody wants to do cardio, but everyone knows that to see a certain amount of progress, they need to do some sort of cardio. So just wanted to share that, and I hope this makes sense. And if it doesn't, I have to straighten this. And if it doesn't make sense, you could post a comment, ask questions, and then give your insight too. What helps you, especially attaining peace. And this is why a lot of people, tap into more religious structure, like a monk's life, like Jay Shetty's, what is that book called? I have it. How to Live Like a Monk or something like that, or How to Be a Monk. I forget. It's a great book, but it's honestly not anything that's different from what I've read in actual religious, the religious structure of like a nun or a priest, or I'm Catholic, so it's like I've read into the life of saints who are nuns and priests. There's a reason why they stick to a routine and are in silence constantly. So everybody in this day and age is acting like, wow, that's like incredible, insight. It's new. It's not new. Actually, what Jim Rohn says is be wary of what appears to be a new antique, or what claims to be something that is a new principle. It is not new principles. even with Jay Shetty, and Jay Shetty, even I'm pretty sure he's pointed out, like, this is stuff that's like been passed down through the generations of certain religious orders and, you know, Buddhism or whatever, right? It's not new information. We're just a modern era that's highly distracted with noise. So your routine is, you know, an average person's routine is just opening your phone and looking at social media and getting lost in somebody else's life. Whereas owning your day, owning your life, and waking up and reading a book that you want to read, reading the content of the faith that you believe in, whether it's the Bible or, you know, some sort of other Sanskrits or things like that, you know, it's like, or scripture, sorry, I don't really know as far as other religions are concerned, but like, if you do have a faith and a belief, it's reading the sacred, you know, the sacred scriptures of those things. And it's not because, you know, you can't think for yourself, because it's like, I would say the same thing if you were to be like, well, you know, if you read the Bible or if you read the Quran, if you read this and that, you can't think for yourself. Well, it's like when you watch social media and you get influenced by all these other influencers, you can't think for yourself. So it's the same thing. You have to, especially with ancient texts, it's like these people that wrote these things did life. They did life. And a lot of them weren't perfect. Everybody talks about how the Bible, especially, I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk about religion in here, but it's like, nobody is perfect. But what these certain ancient texts and these rituals that have been passed down through generations, whether it was Christian or Buddhism or Quran or other things, these things are in place because people have done it. And they found that it did help them attain a certain level of peace and happiness. And these were people who didn't have the distraction of social media at the time. So a lot of people can say, you know, that doesn't work. It's like, well, is what, you know, is modern society, modern popular culture, and the technologies and, you know, all these things, is it really working? It could be helping, but maybe it's not grounding you. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting off track now and going into a tangent, but I hope this helps. I didn't mean to talk about religion in this sense, but it's not a religious talk. This is just about you as a woman being able to attain silence and so that you can attain peace. And honestly, I hold peace above happiness, personally, because there's something more wholesome about peace. Happiness I feel like is something that I feel like they kind of blend together. If you could blend peace and happiness into one big word, I would do that. But yeah, just wanted to share that. I hope you guys have a great day, and happy Sunday. Go out and honestly get out in silence. And honestly, try even not wearing headphones at the gym, and try not looking at your phone when you wake up, and try to maybe if you even have to look at your phone, try to like play some sort of meditative thing, right? I usually play the rosary, a rosary prayer in the morning. And even if I don't get a chance to actively sit and pray and meditate on the rosary, I'll play it while my son, you know, like, is up already. So yeah, just want to share that with you guys. Have a great day.